नहीं आप रख लीजिए और आप बस एक बार and second you just write down your signature, email ID, phone number and this thing, and please maintain the decorum during the examination time. And we are the two observers. First is the GN and second is me, who will understand what you learn here. So you have the 10 minutes to complete all these points. And another point is that after this time we have close ceremony at the 1 p.m. Because I thought that it will be complete at the 1 p.m. but we finished it before the time, too much time before. So yes, anyone want to come and share, interact with the Professor Jiang personally? So Professor Jiang is here, you can interact him. Whoever want to interact. And Professor Jiang, do you have any good pics of the China, of the different culture and something?
Yeah.
Do you have on the laptop?
They are not in
iPhotos?
Yeah, not in
Not in the PPT. So how could we show that what is the China culture and those things? How could we make the cultural benefit to this participant also? How could we manage? I forget this thing, otherwise I can manage what are the things. Okay, you speak 30 minutes about the China. China culture, China food. Hai na?
Sir, your medicinal therapies, no?
Therapies, and about your schooling system, examination system,
Yes.
your university setup. And my students, if want to do the PhD, any student want to do the PhD, so what should they do? This faculty would like to join the China faculty for a few days, like visiting faculty. So how should they do this thing? So these are the few points we have to take the benefit. We want to utilize this half an hour because this is the most important thing. All those who are doing the PhD, how should they go in the China? What is the best fellowship? Anything else? So I think we forget. So now I would like to invite Professor Jain to explain the students. If you want to do the PhD from the China, how should you do? The faculty would like to join some university situated in the China for the visiting faculty. What should they do? How? And those MSc students, if they want to do PhD students want to do the postdoc, how should do they? What is the culture, the challenge they will face there, because we are from the different dietary habits, and what? Please explain those things.
You know, both China and India are the South Asian, Asian countries. We are neighbors. So also, we have a very similar the habit actually, the culture. Yeah, we should be very easy to understand each other. Yeah, that's for sure. For example, if I came to India, yeah, I can easily understand some things like the culture, your food. I can adapt it very well. And also, actually, in China, many Indian students, our business people to stay in China, Hong Kong, Shanghai, and Beijing, and other big cities, Chengdu. So we also have a Chinese government scholar to allow foreign students to come to China.
So sir, we have to wait for the 5 minutes. They are the beginning the exam actually.
Oh, yeah.
They are not able to listen. So you take 10 minutes rest, and after 10 minutes, we have to explain the things to each and one. Please finish your exam as soon as possible so that we can again Professor Jain will be here for 30 minutes to explain the fellowship of the China government as well as the other important things you have to take care when you are going to China to do the PhD, postdoc and the as a visiting faculty. So please finish it. ना हो गया होगा एग्जाम का एग्जाम ही होता है और ये प्लीज बी अटेंटिव नीलेश आप भी बैठ जाइए नीचे रुपेश आप भी बैठ लीजिए अपना कर लीजिए अब रितु आप भी कीजिए एग्जाम हाँ इधर बैठिए आप आगे आइए अकेले बैठ के पता नहीं कैसे करेंगे एग्जाम How many feedbacks to fail? It was 54 feedbacks we received. No? Please do it quickly so that we start another very informative session from the Professor Jing about the fellowship schemes and the culture, education of the China. And if you go China, so what is the major challenge you will face there? According to me, yes, if you know the English, it's okay. Otherwise, you must know a little bit knowledge of the Mandarin language. That is the major thing. Otherwise, rest of the thing, culture is almost same, if I think so. But we will get more detailed information from the Professor Jiang very soon. ऐसे कुछ फॉर्म बचे थे ना आपके पास? ये सर वो उधर ही थे, घर के हैं सर। ये देखो मैं नाम और देख रहा हूँ।
सर अभी कोई आ रहा है फंक्शन के लिए?
हाँ सर, बुलाया है मैंने सर्टिफिकेट के लिए। For 30 minutes interactive program on the China culture, education infrastructures, and maybe he will sum up it before the 30 minutes. When this our university administration will come, so Professor Jing, yeah, rest of the things we will do after. This is just the last lecture. I would like to invite you to explain them about the China. So please listen carefully. This is very informative lectures for all of you. At least you know many students would like to do the PhD from the foreign country. So how he will address it? Yeah, please.
Yeah. As you already record my email address, so you know my email box. Later on we will. So if you have any question regarding the metabolomics in plants and also in other issues in metabolic engineering or the molecular biology or whatever you're concerned about our courses about the metabolomics in plants, so just you can email me and definitely I will try my best to answer and get your satisfied response. So about don't because at the beginning I did not realize that I should have some photos like from China, like cities where I live in and our university. Actually, I have some photo. Unfortunately, we don't have website, so I couldn't through the email to log in put in the PPT, so you can use that. Actually, basically, we have to see that now China is the second largest economy in this world. So quickly developed, but we still have many not very catch up. Particularly, we have hardware infrastructure very well. I think even USA feels China really already being the developed country. That's why they think this from outside infrastructure, from airports, facilities, from subways, from high-speed trains. You travel everywhere. The convenience, you can feel that. I think many, and I said many, actually India business people, our students actually visit China to study in Hong Kong. I think the professor, and she also has students studying in Hong Kong. So like kind of advanced. But now the India is ready to fly in. There's many structures going on and build the road I can see from Delhi. So this is probably just at different stage. Now you are already started to trying to economy to grow very fast. The speed always, if a country's economy grow very first very high speed, then slowly slow down. Now so Chinese government actually many years ago applied, they initiated the Chinese government scholar for foreign students. The foreign students have several ways to apply for. One is contact the China school, universities, faculty member, professors, and then they get the professor the acceptance letter. The acceptance letter clearly describes your interest and in which subject, probably, for example, in plant science, in horticulture, and you will pursue your PhD program. You will wish to apply to PhD program and support under the CGS, Chinese Government Scholar. The Chinese Government Scholar is also from different level. Some from Chinese Academy of Agriculture Sciences, from that part, and some party from Chinese Academy of Science. So those are the higher level, those lower level, and from university. Now you also can apply through the embassy of China in Delhi. You also can from that through that level. But anyway, I think the most widely applied is through contact me or contact other professors, and we will give you according to your CV, according to publication. We basically can judge if you can get the support or not. Yeah. In past couple of years, actually, I already have several foreigner students graduated from Egypt. Now they work in the Egypt Desert Center in Alexandria, and also one of the students in Kenya. Actually, now he studied in Kenya commercial, in commercial department, and also, most are Pakistan students and 2 Indian students, but the middle time they withdraw from. And Pakistan students, they actually published the paper, and if later on we communicate, I will send you my research gate or other. You can see some publication actually from. But we haven't got publication in collaboration with the Indian students in my China laboratory. But before I was in USA when we studied doing the postdoc and other scientific research. I have interaction with several Indian scientists. Now they either stay in American in business sector or come back to India. Yeah, Dr. Winner actually contact two of them in University of Delhi or another institute. They work very well. So that means that we have actually, I'm not the first time to see the Indian. Actually, I'm very familiar. I know they have worship in different culture. Actually, I know very well. I know that everywhere have different place. The group of people have a different religion. They have many different gods. All those culture actually I know, but I just did not really see in person. That's why yesterday we went to
the Golden Temple. I want to see, to experience those pray and the music. Just before always see, try to listen to the music and make your the soul and heart come down, soul come down to feeling yourself, to find yourself really in spirit side. Yeah, this kind of, we also try to experience what is the culture, what is inside the spirit. That's actually myself interested. You can see my person is very international because I'm a U.S. citizen, but I work in China, and I also travel around the world, attend the conference, or interact with the European the country, also with the other, like Japan. So the open is very important, and also I hope in future, India, your young generation also open your mind, try to reach out the world beside the India. You go out, you probably have different feelings. You will find all over the world people living in different way. Yeah, they have their own philosophy of they have their own lifestyle. So you know the diversity. Just like now the world several UN, United Nations organizations try to keep the plant diversity, but also cultural diversity is very important to understand the humanity, human beings living in this world. So in China, if you wish, if you want to decide to go outside to visit China, I think it's relatively easier compared to USA. You travel need like a 13 or 14 hours flight, but in China it's just like 6 hours you enter into China. So also the I think facilities all those actually the good, very good. Even United States America, the people think. I travel between the USA and China. I think China facility is really new, very good. And some U.S. facility like Washington, Dallas, Dulles, international airport, become older and crowded, all those. But in China, you see some just because they newly built it and facility all the facility, our like electricity, our internet, our others, very good. But now the Chinese government, also start to issue no visa. You don't need to apply visa. You directly come there. For India, haven't. You just recently left Japan. If Japan, the citizenship with China, they can just come. And the inside, they get rid of. So all of those, they try to open. China also try to open. And we also expect the two countries, the civil communication between the countries can reduce the different misunderstanding or avoid unnecessary understanding or hostility, all those. I think enhance the communication. It's good for human, good for the peace of the world. That's why I think if you have the interest to apply the Chinese government scholar to finish your PhD there, that's where we can take any step of help to let you at least you come into the application stage. You're just waiting for the Chinese government to evaluate your documents. I think this time is the right time to start. Usually next year, about March or May, they will start to get the result. if you get selected, get the scholarship support, you definitely get the higher payment. I think for students, higher than in India. Yeah, because the basic payment starts higher. Overall, the working efficiency is increased. That's why their hourly pay actually higher. The government pay all your the credit fee. Yeah, you study the PhD. I think their payment is very good. Can cover your all the life experience. You have free dorm, and your dorm is unique. Yeah, just like you have a bathroom, you have a kitchen, you have everything. Just unique. So yeah, so very good. So those things I think if you want to save money here, you just use your excellent CV to apply for the Chinese government scholar, or apply for other that's what previous my two Indian students. They apply for Chinese government scholar, very good. Their CV really good. They write several, more than 7 papers, even not very, but they writing very good. That's why I try to let them apply. But after applying, then they found they also can apply for the government scholar from Australia or another from Canada. Canadian government also gives them, then they just choose another because they pay higher than the Chinese government. That's so. Of course, we not mainly focus on the money, but focus on the science, focus on the research, the project, or the subject, or what area we are interested in to get our PhD degree, because we believe this area of PhD, if we got this professional training in the future, if we can, definitely we will come back to India or become more international to other. You will have much more successful the career than. If so, if you pursue this, definitely you don't need to consider too much. As long as I have very good research project, and also have a very good facility to support my research, learning, grasp new technology like metabolic profiling or other genome. So from this perspective, I think you can really consider that. But at the same time, I know many master degree students don't have so many publications, right? That's why they don't have a very good advantage to compete with the other nations like Pakistan students. I don't know, they just several paper, not in first author, but in several other the position, the co-authorship. They also can apply, get the scholarship. Yeah. So about the China, the living style, actually now much more modernized, not old-fashioned. Like you can use different forks or whatever. We have a different fast food, like fried the chicken or whatever. Those things should be very, very good, very suitable for the young generation. So you go everywhere, you have a standard internationalized those food, fast food chains, or drink cola or other the juice or other different type of. So living, you should be able to quickly adapt. Just like when you visit Thailand or visit other Singapore, very similar. This basically very similar. So I think for the lifestyle and also for science, Yeah, just things become probably in future become more expensive. But right now, the things because China in deflation, not in inflation. Deflation means money gets more more cheaper. Money purchase power is increased when society goes to deflation. Yeah, you use the same amount of money, you can buy more food or more stuff. So those we at the deflation stage, just because the economy not good. But I guess in USA, the economy going up, so the inflation very big. That's we live in USA. We suffer from inflation because the money is not enough. The price is going up. In China now is a different situation. So in terms of other facility, you will see that if you go there, you will see. If you go to Singapore or other, you will see many major cities, capital cities in each state. Yeah, actually their facility is very good. You go to the main street, you go very clean and well constructed. They don't have too many those just like a garden with green arranged very well. Yeah, because the economy is going down, they try their best to use those to build up the city, makes them looking good. But other major increase, like producing the manufacturing to try to export, those start to slow down. So that's in China, the situation is like this. If you have any other, I think if you have any other question, just send me the email so I can answer that. I also can, through Dr. Wiener, I can share some city picture or some to you. No any problem. Just because we don't have website, I have so many photos stored in this cell phone. I have to through the cell phone through the website to put into the email box. In email box, then I put into my computer to make into PPT. That's why. But I think I'm gonna. Okay.
So you got the key insights, how to apply China, and what is the culture, what is the comfort, what is the salary you will get there if you would like to go for the PhD, postdoc, and even for the, you forget about to say about the visiting faculty, how we can go for 1 month, like we discuss in the lunchtime, this thing. So now we would like to start the program, and among us we have Professor Ramakrishna sir. Professor Honorable Vice Chancellor sir is not here right now, so he just made a call to me that please go ahead. He is not available here. We have Department of Botany faculty here, Professor Felix Kam, Professor Pankaj, Professor Yadvinder, Professor Prasant is also here. We have the faculty. So I would like to give 5-minute briefs about the GYAN program, and then we will start to give the distribution, because we are already too much late. We don't want to take too much time. So this program started on the 28th November, and today is the sum of day. During this time, it was around total 24 hours we contact with the students. Initially, more than 80 students applied for this, so their interest to participate in this program. Out of that, we shortlisted only the 30. And it was the condition that 50% you have to take from the outside and 50% from the inside. So it was the 30, then we realized that we are getting very good response, so why should not we increase the number? And it was difficult to manage the 50% from the outside, so we increased the intake, it go up to the 40 initially, then 50, and now finally 54 participants attended this course. And yes, and they also appeared in the exam. They also gave their feedbacks. And as I saw the feedbacks, so almost it is around 4 and above than the 4. So it shows that they are already learned a lot about this program. This program received $8,000 from the government of India. Among them, 65% is reserved for the foreign faculty, his traveling expenses and the others. So I need to accommodate everything within the rest of the money. So in this program we conducted the 3 things. First is the lecture, second is the tutorial, and third one is the practical, in which we try to give you the glimpse of the different machines which are situated in the CIL, especially GCMS and the NMR. So, and yes, every students were here. During daytime we also take care of their refreshment. Initially we written in the brochure that lunch will be provided to you free of the cost. But then I realized that I have to go ahead with the free of cost, the food, meals in the morning and the evening. So we spent a lot of the money to provide the meals to each and every participants. Other than there was a big cost of the recording actually. So it was, and then printing. So printing and the recording was very little bit costly, but we managed somehow from the same funds as I assumed. So in between we also give 1 day break, in which we arranged a visit to the Hussainiwala border, in which almost all the outsider and only 5% left, 5 and the 6%, because we arranged somehow a small bus of 35 seaters. And they told that they will not allow to board more than 37 students. But finally more than 43 and the 45 students boarded in this bus, and they started their journey. Yeah, our Dean of school is also come up here. So I'm just summary making the overview of the course to everyone. So in that students visited the Hussainiwala borders, and yes, they enjoyed a lot. At least they also enriched the culture of the Punjab. And a few female faculties also visited the nearby for the shopping purpose city also. And some students also going to visit now the Amritsar. So it was the overview in which we recorded the attendance of each and every students, as well as we also recorded their feedbacks also, and we will forward all those. We also, this live telecast was recorded, and other than we also recorded by the camera here, and photography of each and every hours is taken by the dedicated photographers. So it was the sum up, and at the end of this course, the outcome of this course is that we need to push such type of the courses in our university, because this is a different type of the exposure that I experienced this time, and more students will join us. And yes, this way we can go ahead with the academic collaboration as well as the cultural. We can also conduct the cultural program, but I skipped because our schedule was a little bit managed in that way. So this program is a really good initiative of the government of India to push the foreign faculty to come see the situation here. And as I told about the China, so China is in a good economic stable, but government of India is also a growing economy, and we also invested a lot of the money in the education as well as the infrastructure. Now every education institution is going to upgrade very soon. So we have so many students are coming from the other countries also, Egypt and Iran and many other South Asian countries. Students are coming here. So our university is a growing university, but we are attracting so many foreign students. And yes, we attract the foreign faculties also. And now this time, first time, some faculty come here, and he just like a faculty of the Department of Botany of the Central University of Punjab. So this was the sum up of the Gyan. So now I would like to request Professor Ramakrishna sir, please facilitate the Professor Jain with the memento of our university. And I also invite all the faculty of the Department of Botany, please help with the facilitating of the Professor Jain. First, memento. So this is just like token of the gratitudes and the yeah. Please come. Okay sir, please. इधर आ जाओ. आप लोग इधर आओ. मैं पीछे हूँ. बोलो. yes, we put. I would like to Ritu a certificate layout. So yes, it's a time because it was an academic activity of the 5 days, and it was 1 credit with 12 lectures as well as the 4 tutorial and the 1 practical. So overall it was the credit 1, and as you know we conducted an exam, and it was we assessed those exams very briefly and identified that all of you scored very well. That is the A. And so now I would like to request the Professor Ramakrishna sir and the Dean of the school, Professor Sanjeev Thakur sir, please come and start the this degree ceremony. And one thing I would like to add before this ceremony is that it has a 1 credit. Our university will transfer this 1 credit to ABC account of you actually with the course of the time. So please make your account, and we will transfer, our university will transfer it. This 1 credit is very useful for the MSc students. They can use it instead of the MOOC. For the PhD student, it will come up in the final stage of their course curriculum. And yes, for faculty, it can be also used for the different purposes. In this participant, 4 faculties come, 1 from the Amravati, senior professor, 2nd from the CDLU, Dr. Jyoti, 3rd one is the Ati Sarkar from the Kolkata, and 4th one is the Dr. Puspender from the Chandigarh. So yes, it has blending experiences for also to host the faculty as well as the student from the master levels and the PhD level. So it was a great experience for all of us. So yes, Professor Ramakrishna sir, please come and we start the degree, distribution degree. And one thing we would like to, so one thing, Jyoti ma'am. So I would like to give, Ritu don't, sir, Jyoti will. Dr. Jyoti Modi. So please take the photograph. So, आतिश सरकार सर आ जाइए आप फटाफट इसको जो या वे बेहरा